everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are actually out of our kitchen and I have you in my bedroom because we are doing a makeup tutorial and then these pin curls. So it's an everyday blushy makeup look, so I wanted the focus to be on pink cheeks and pink lips. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so I have these set up in my bathroom right now. So we are going to start with the pin curls first. That way while we're doing the makeup part of the video, we can just have them cooling down. So I like to start when I'm doing pin curls from the top and then work my way to the bottom. That way I make sure I have enough room. So figure out where you want to part your hair. I'm doing a side part. I usually like to part it over to the left. I think that looks pretty good. So I just take a section from the top. I just use my fingers for this. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I take all the rest of the hair and pin it back at the nape of my neck. And I like to spray each individual layer with hairspray and comb through. So I'm gonna do that real quick. And then I just comb through that. So for the top layer, I like to curl all the sections in the same direction. So I'm gonna start on the thicker side. I like to curl them all away from my face. So I'm taking about maybe an inch. I don't know, I'm not good at eyeballing measurements. And I'm going to put the barrel underneath and just wrap away from my face. Hold it on there for a few seconds and then pull it off. Okay, so when it falls down, I just like to take my thumb and swiggle all the way through and then just gather the hair up there. And then I kind of roll it all the way to the roots. Now, depending on how much volume you want is how high you want to lift it. So you could leave the curl down here and it would be more flat. You could do it straight or a little over to give you even more volume. I love big hair. The bigger the better. So I like to pull it pretty far over and then I'll slide the clip in. As you can see, it's kind of bending back before it'll go over, and that just helps give lift because it's cooling in that position. So you can choose whichever. If you don't want your hair to be quite that big, you can always do it a little bit lower down. And then again, I'm gonna do the same direction because this is the top of our hair, and I find at the end when you tease it all, it just looks more like it all flows together if you have the top section all going the same way. Wrap it up, and again I'm pulling it over, and then just slide your clip through the middle, or bobby pin if you're using that. Okay, and then I really like the way it looks to have this side flipped away from your face and this side curled towards your face. So for this side, I'm going to curl all the top sections going towards my face. So as you can see, I'm just reversing the wrap, so it's coming towards me. Same thing, the thumb, slide it through. Okay, so now we are down to our second layer. Again, I just like to hairspray each section. So same thing, only we're going to alternate. So I always like to start on this side. I'll do this one away from my face, and then the next one will be towards. But on this side, I'll do towards my face and then away from my face. Okay, thank goodness we have our last curl. I am so hot. I always know if I forget to put deodorant on when I'm doing my hair because I always get so hot. Okay. All right, we finally finished, yay! Now that our hair is finished, we are ready to go do makeup. Okay guys, we are now moved into my bedroom. This is a blushy makeup tutorial. We'll start with eyebrows. I always like to start with them. It just gives me a good like mat for the rest of my face. Because as you can see, I don't have eyebrows. They're very, like they're there. If you look at them, they're actually like, if they were filled in, like if there were hairs in between the gaps, they'd actually be pretty nice. Like the shape's okay, and they're pretty like thick though in width, but you can't see them. They're so blonde. And all my products are Green Beauty products too. I know I started using them, oh gosh, like 4 or 5 years ago. Not really sure, sometime between then. My mom had done some like reading about how there's a lot of like toxic chemicals and things that they use in makeup that you really shouldn't be putting on your face. So this brand, I love them so much. It's Honest Beauty. This is their lightest shade of their little eyebrow pencil there. I'll show you what I like to do. I like to start out and I'll just kind of draw a line. I think I'm gonna start with this one actually. Draw a line right where the last hair is. So I kind of comb them up first, and then I just follow the natural shape of my eyebrow down to the tail and just draw a little line. And then from there, most of the work needs to be done on like the outer half of the eyebrow. So I'll just kind of flick them out to the side. Hopefully you can see that okay. And then once I have that, I'll just go through and comb. And I just keep doing that till they look as filled in as I want and as natural as possible. I don't want it to look like I just took a Sharpie and colored in some eyebrows. So once I feel like the tail end is good, I'll come and I kind of squiggle my way up in the front. I don't really do too much to the middle patch. It's pretty filled in there. It's mainly the little front part and then like the tail. So like my whole eyebrow's missing, except a little island in the center there. See, it's not that bad of a shape. It's just you can't see it. And on this side, this one right here is like a little bit higher, like thinner than this side. So I'll just draw right a little farther under on that little patch there. See? And then it just fills it in. And again, I draw the line and then go sideways. Okay, so that's how they're looking right now. And I do have one other product I put in them, but I wait till the end of my makeup. Second thing I like to do is add concealer. So this one is from Well People. It's in the shade medium. So it's been summer, of course, and I like to get out in the sun and get a little tan because I'm so fair. I'm normally the shade fair in this, but I have a little bit of a tan, believe it or not. I'm still fair looking, but it's faded quite a bit because we've just had so many cloudy days lately. But anyway, I like to apply this in little dots on my eyes. I like to apply it around my eyes, my nose, and then a tiny bit on my chin. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and spot conceal any blemishes I have, which I have right here. I don't know if you can see, probably. It's this little red dot. And then on my hairline, I just have this little scab I'm gonna cover up. This concealer is definitely a little bit, goes a long way. You don't need too much. Just a small little drop, and then I start blending it out with my fingers. Okay. Where is, I think, I had wet my beauty sponge so that I would be all prepared, and I think I left it in my bathroom. One moment. And I was right. I left it in there. This is the Real Technique sponge. It's seen better days. I need to probably get some more. I like to do this after I blend it out with my fingers because one, it soaks up less product. But I like how the fingers like melted into your skin, and you use that to spread it out again so it doesn't soak up as much. And then this, when you finish, it just looks so nice, as you can see. And then since this concealer, I feel like it's getting a little bit too dark for me. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this hint, but it's their Duet Perfecting Concealer in the shade Light. And oh my gosh, I opened this a while back. I could not believe how white this looks. And at my fairest, it can be a little too dark for me. So I cannot believe how fair I am. I I just didn't realize how dark I had gotten. Because for me, like, again, that's really dark. I also haven't been getting much sleep, so patting that in there just a little bit to brighten. This is another really good concealer. It's really good for covering blemishes as well. I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes with some powder. Again, it's the Well People. This one's their Bio Brightener Invisible Powder. Universal Glow. I think it's just like their translucent, I think I said that right, shade. So I just dump a tiny bit. I'll probably use that for my whole face, honestly. Maybe not all of it, but just a little bit in there. I do tend to have drier skin, so I don't need too much powder. This is a Real Techniques brush. It used to be really cute. It had a little pink handle and then the cap for the top, but it just, I guess the glue came off. And so now I have this. Been using it like this for a good year. I mean, it still works. It's still as nice. It just looks a little ghetto. Get a little more and do the tops of my eyes. And I always like to blend out again before I put it on because the concealer tends to, it sets so quickly in my creases and I do not want to set a crease in place. So I always blend out. And I will just, whatever's left over, go through my T-zone. Okay, let's see, what do I want to do next? I think I'm gonna move to the eyes. Okay, so let's see. Eyeliner. I love this stuff so much. I've been using it for so long. I think I've had it for 2 years and I have not had to buy another one. As you can see, it's very teeny tiny, it's little baby size. It comes with a little sharpener on one end, which is so nice. This is Antonym, and this is their brown shade. For this, I will take this on my waterline, so just right there. Hope you can see that. And then I'll take it on my upper waterline, and then wiggle it really into the lashes. Looking into my mirror, I'm sorry. I just don't want to stab my eye at this part. Okay, and then I like to take it underneath a tiny bit. I kind of pull it out, almost like a little teeny baby wing or something. And then I'll just kind of squiggle it down here. So you can see it's very harsh right now. And then I just run my finger to smudge it out because I just think that's so pretty. It just adds a little definition under there. So it draws more attention to the eye, but then it's not super harsh. So you can see the difference between the eyes. This one looks a lot more defined. My face is so puffy today. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, both sides done. Frog in my throat, oh my goodness. Allergies have been up here. Let's do mascara, that's what we need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes to start with. So I like to take this and go all the way to the base of my lashes. I'm trying to look at you guys, sorry. And then I'll just pulse a few times, and then I pull out, and I do it all the way to the top. I like to kind of pull it and pulse all the way. That way it curls the whole way up. I just think it looks prettier. Other side. Okay. Mascara time. I love this mascara. I've tried maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6. This is the absolute best, whether it's Green Beauty, regular beauty that you get at the store. This is absolutely the best mascara ever. It has a primer on one end and then the mascara on the other side. It's just so nice because it gives length and volume. It just looks, it's so pretty. It gives you like doll lashes. I love it. I cannot say enough good things about it. So I just kind of start at the base. I was trying to look at you and not my mirror, but I just poked myself in the eye. Let me grab a hand mirror. Just generously coat that on there. It's like a hair on that. Not like from me, but like one of those fuzzies. Okay. Primer done. I like to do that as early on as possible because then it has plenty of time to dry. We'll move back to our face now, finish that all up. This is the Well People Bio Base Baked Bronzer. Try saying that 5 times fast. Okay, and it's in Natural Tan. I used to use their cream one, and I love it so much. I like it more than this one because I love cream products. I just think they look so pretty, especially on my really fair skin. So I have gone through 3 of them, but then I needed to order some more. But I wanted to do it on Amazon so I could get the free shipping because we have Prime. They didn't have it on there. They just had the powder one, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And it's a really good powder formula, I'll say that. It's very light and you can build it up. Where was I? It's a nice formula. They're about the same color. I just prefer the cream version more, but I do like it. I just take it on the sides of my cheeks, pull a little bit of those fuzzies back, and then I just dust a little bit. When I get to my fairest, I don't want this coming off extremely dark when I was really tanner than I am now. Yeah, when I was darker than I was now, I definitely built it up more, and so I could get it a little darker. So it's nice that you can do that because you can use it in the summer and the winter time. So anyway, I just take it like on the perimeter of my face. I have a very chubby round face, which I don't necessarily like. That's actually the reason I started to get bronzer anyway, was because I was like, I don't really want to do contour, but I feel like that'll help slim down my face. On a small brush, I'm going to take that same bronzer, and for this look, I kind of like to put it in the eye there. I love makeup so much. I do something different every time I get ready. I have so many blushes, so depending on my outfit, I always like match the lipstick and the blush to whatever I'm wearing. So I'm just gonna fluff this in the crease and under my lash line. So I guess now we'll move on to the star of the show, the blush, which, tragic story behind this one. This is the 100% pure blush, and it's in the shade Cherry. So beautiful, which makes it so sad. The first night I got it, before I'd ever tried it, I was in my mom's room and I was talking to her, and I had all the things that I had ordered like in my hands. Well, I got off her bed to go leave the room, and it fell, and I knew when it hit that floor it was gonna be shattered, and just a million pieces there. So sad. But I can still use it. So what I'll do is, so I just kind of get a little bit on there like that, and then the lid, I'll just kind of swirl it around on the brush. So it works, but I just won't be traveling with that blush. Oh, so sad. Okay, and then I'll take that on the cheeks. Maybe get a little more. Is that not coming off? I feel like I got a lot on there, but it's not showing up. I like to kind of angle it upward too, because again, elongates the face, makes it look a little less chubby. There we go. I have always loved blush. It's always been like one of my favorite makeup products ever. I have no color to my face. It's just like a blank sheet of white with like the little bit of leftover blush, not too much. I just take it on my nose and then I kind of do it down. Then, since it is a blushy look, I'm just gonna, again, there's like probably barely anything on there. Just sweep it across my forehead. You do not want to dip it in and then put it on your forehead. That'll look a little silly. And then a tiny bit on my cheek. And I always blend a ton. Okay, there's the blush on. Let's go ahead and do highlight. This again is Well People. I have a lot of their products. I love them so much. And this is their Bio Brightener Universal Glow Stick. It's the cream one. So I just like to take it with my finger, and I'll just kind of go on the side there. The eyebrow. From the tail, and I kind of arch it and go about like halfway. I don't want to take it all the way in here, because again, that can kind of look greasy. Tiny bit down the nose, the side, and then on the little cupid's bow up there. And then I also like to take this in the inner corner of my eye. Just adds a little shimmer. Oh, and I almost forgot. I think I have like hair on my lip. Lovely. I like to take the blush and also put that in the crease of my eye because it looks so pretty. This little, I hope this hasn't been bothering you guys. That looks so funny. Anyway, I just load it up on that same brush. Not load it up, just a little bit. You don't want it to look like you have pink eye. And then I just take it on top. Okay. Eyebrows, let's finish those up real quick. So this is 100% pure, and it's their and this is their lighter shade. It's medium brown. This stuff, it's great. It sets your brows in place. It has a little bit of color to it, so it's just really pretty. It's like teasing for your eyebrows, if you know what I mean. So I scrape off the ends, especially when it's a new bottle. Be careful, because you can easily go overboard. So I like to start on the outer half, because I don't want the first stamp to be like right here, or that can look... I keep seeing that hair now. So starting on like the outer third is where I like to begin. And I just comb upward, and I just do this very gently. I don't like to apply too much pressure. Other side. And I don't dip the brush back in. Unless it's like I'm scraping the last bit of product out there, but this is pretty new. Because it just does not need, it comes with a lot of product when you pull it out. So I could probably do 3 more people's eyebrows without dipping this in. See those okay? Alright. Lips time. Yay! We're gonna do this really pretty pink. This is Clover from 100% Pure. Again, 100% Pure, Well People, and then Honest Beauty. Those are like the main green beauty brands that I use. They're just so good. I love them. But anyway, this is like their anti-aging lipstick. It's a little bit glossy of a finish, and it's very like hydrating. It's very nice. So I'm just going to put this on my lips. See, I'll try to face the camera. And I do go a little bit over because my lips, they kind of like slope in. And I like to round it out just a tiny bit and kind of, because I think it looks prettier. Okay, there's the lipstick. It's so pretty. It's just very pink. It's like the perfect shade of pink. I feel like it's not too purple. It's not too warm tone. It's like a good mix of both, I feel like. I think I might put some gloss on top, actually. I wasn't sure, but this is another one from 100% Pure, and oh gosh, this thing has run out. I don't even know what this is called. It doesn't have anything on the bottom, but it's so pretty. It's like a clear gloss. It's a little pink, but it has like little flecks of pink shimmer in it. So just put that in the center, always starting in the center, because that's where I want most product to be. Okay, I think we're good to finish up mascara now. And when I put this on, again, I just start at the base and I just kind of blink my way up. Maybe I'll do a hand mirror so you guys maybe can see. Lower lash time. We'll see how well I can do this on camera. Okay, I think these are all fanned out how I like them. Almost. I like to spend my time to get them all, because they're gonna dry in the place you put them in. So I like to get them all arranged. And then moving on to the other eye, I always dip once back in. One dip. Okay, other side. Okay, half an hour later and I'm finally done. I definitely take the longest on my mascara, just because if I try to go too quickly, I get it all over my eyes. I mean, I still do. That's okay, I just clean it up with a toothpick. I said toothpick. Okay, if you watched my baking video I did, on there I said Q-tip instead of toothpick. Now I'm saying toothpick instead of Q-tip. You know? Anyway, I just use a Q-tip to clean it up once it's dried. But I don't know if you can see how nice that mascara is. Now that we're done, I'm gonna set you back up in my bathroom and we'll take these curls out. I will see you there. Okay, so I have you back in my bathroom now, and we're gonna take our pin curls out. So I usually like to start with the bottom. Just pull it out. It's a challenge finding the back. Okay, I think that's all of them. So now that you look like Shirley Temple, it's time to style these curls. We're gonna start with, well, I'm gonna start with, this is Heritage by Mindy McKnight, and this is their Magic Dust Texturizing Powder there. I'm gonna start by sprinkling a little bit on my fingertips, and I just kind of rush it into the roots. I like to do it on the sides and then get it in the crown there. I'm gonna put a tiny bit more. So now that is thoroughly distributed in there, we can go to teasing. I'm gonna go ahead and tease. So I start with the back. So I'm just gathering up the hair at the crown there. Pull that up. And just kind of back comb. So just kind of pulling it down. I feel like maybe I should turn around so you can see. Do that. I always spray the hairspray in there first. And I'm just using this little comb to scrunch the hair down there. And then I'll probably take one more section, stopping about like halfway down. Flip that back. And then I go ahead and tease everything and then I'll smooth it out. So I'm just gonna spray that little piece there. There we go. Last side. Just take it, I take it like all the way down on the sides. Okay, so now that everything's teased, this is where I just kind of like have fun with the curls, kind of like zhuzh them with your fingers, pull them apart a bit. I like to use my comb to kind of smooth out the hairline. Just kind of work with the curls, like reshaping some, messing up, till you get it how you want it to be. Everything is how I like it now. As you can see, they're just so fluffy and bouncy. I'll give you a little preview. Then the front. I'll take you over to some good lighting so I can show you the final look with the hair and then the makeup. Okay, so I've moved you over to some better lighting and I'm holding the camera so you can see close up the hair, little curls, and then the makeup. Let me close so you can just kind of see. We've got very blushy, romantic makeup with the pretty pin curls. I put in these cute little flower earrings. It's just nice makeup for if you just want to feel pretty and just look a little bit more put together than normal. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I will see you in next week's video.